The question is, do I remember Micky Love? I remember him most sincerely, folks. He used to wear a tuxedo. He danced extremely well. He was a very good tap dancer. We had these kid shows in those days. And before they went on, I used to ask each and every one of the kids separately. I'd say, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Dear Hugh, what a prick.
The kids would say, well, I want to be a football player. I want to be a jockey. I want to be an aviator. And I asked Micky the same question. I said, what do you want to be when you grow up, son? He looked me straight in the eye. And I can remember the exact words he used. He said, I'm going to be you.
But next up on the sofa, we've got a very special guest indeed, and a close personal friend of mine. Entertainment began when he was 10 years old. Now, this is a man who's had more than his fair share of life's ups and downs. By the age of 30, he'd lost everything. The next 11 years were spent fighting a much publicised battle against alcoholism, which happily he's won. And it's a measure of the man that he's made a terrific comeback with his hit game show, Family Values. And he's even found time to write a book, aptly entitled Last Orders, Please. Well, here to tell us all about it is a broadcasting legend and a lousy golfer, the old rogue himself, Micky Love. Hi, Micky.
Hello, Paddy.
Back on the old sofa, eh? I see you've had it recovered recently. What, they used a couple of your old pullovers, did they?
Hey, I'm only kidding. You have to laugh. You have to what?
You have to laugh.
Absolutely.
Now, listen, I'm going to come to the book in a minute, but first of all, I'd like to ask you about Family Values, because it's been a tremendous success,
Well, it
hasn't
has,
it?
Paddy, it has.
Now, it's a bittersweet book, isn't
is,
it? Because it's got the showbiz, but it's also got the drinking.
Well, I've tried to be as honest as I can with my public out there, because I have to admit it, yes, I have in the past had a problem with alcohol.
I'm telling you, you watch it.
That's very kind.
This is the future of television. Forget Saturday Night Live, forget Network 7. This is going to change the face of youth TV. It's sexy, it's punky, it's spunky, it's got balls, and it's got me. Let me run you through a sample menu. You know Cher, the American singer?
It's intelligent storylines.
Wait a minute, you've just described cheese.
Right.
It's raw, it's out there, it's happening, it's in your face, it's up your arse, and I'm offering it to you. Brilliant.
What about a title?
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
What, new peak time game show?
Peak time, live. Dangerous.
I think it has potential.
It's got potential.
Yeah, it's got enormous potential. Oh, like a coffee? Greg?
I'll fix myself a bucks.
Righty-ho. Dave, could I have a word with you, please?
It's got disaster written all over it.
And the bitch likes it, you know what this means?
One of the other peak time shows is going to have to go. Crosswits. Kiss and Tell. Or Family Values. Thank you, Violet.
Yeah, thanks, Violet. Well, I mean, it can't be Family Values. Micky's rock solid. So's Paddy. Only one man for the job, really?
Bye-bye, Bob.
Spend some time in court
With the missus.
Family Values. Family Values, it's finished.
Family Values is going to be axed.
Family Values, when?
Look the book again if you can. See you, Paddy.
OK.
You'll be all right. How's the wife?
Oh, fine.
Sure? I thought you had to...
No.
Oh.
Hello?
Now, Now, I'm going to come to the...
On. Morning, Tessa. Yeah, what about last night, eh? Wasn't he fantastic? Wasn't he fantastic? Faldo, he stuffed that yank 5-4. The little 9-iron that did it, and I told him about that. And get this T-shirt sewn up before tomorrow. Morning, love.
Morning.
Morning, Sue. Hey, now then, what's all this about 3 shows? Russell called me last night. He was doing 3 shows today. Today? Yeah. Don't see how are you? Did it work all right? Sure. By the way, that new driver of mine needs a bloody good rocket. In fact, he needs to be out. One of those screens in the car, yakety, yakety, yak. Bulletproof screen. That's what we need. Soundproof for me, bulletproof for him. You have to laugh, don't you? You have to what? You have to laugh. Absolutely. Where's Russell, our producer? Remember? Quick as you like, Pumpkin. I want to be in my office now.
Micky. Micky. Micky, I need a word.
Not now, Tamsin. 3 shows. We'll be here all night. Where are the scripts?
On your desk.
Sure they are. You're a puppet.
Micky, they're axing the show.
What?
It's very important. Ah, Russell. No, Russell, come on in. No, come in. Let's have some lights, David, please. Right, for those of you that don't know, those of you that do, this is Russell James. This is Micky's producer. He's our man on the inside. He's finally agreed to stitch his mate up good and proper. I think it's fair to say that without his treachery, none of this would have been possible. So, say hello, Judas.
Look, you can see. He's losing someone. He's already.
No, hold on, no, we've got a couple.
No, it's nice.
Well, no, we need something that's going to compliment that.
Chloe! Chloe, dear.
Yeah, very funny. Get back in your boxes. Marry me.
What? You got the job, didn't you?
Yes! 13 shows, start straight away.
What, that teenager? That hormonal little runt is going to replace me? Micky Love? It's going to replace my show? That's ridiculous.
Well, that's what she said.
No, you can't replace Family Values. It's the station's #1 programme. Craig, I had dinner with the head of programming last week, and she stated categorically that she wanted to renew my contract for the next 3 years.
Sure she does.
Team. Rock solid. That's how she described me. Rock solid. A solitary beacon of broadcasting professionalism.
Micky Love's contract is up for renewal. Get onto his agent, will you? We can afford to be generous, thank you, love.
Generous? Are you sure?
Quite sure. We hang on to the good ones.
Everything else comes and goes, Tamsin. But we are in our 13th series. All right. Greg Dean. Besides, Greg Dean's in America anyway.
Is he?
Yeah. So his driver told me this morning.
It's obviously just a hoax.
Obviously.
A cheap joke.
A cheap joke. Ha, ha, ha.
Well, I'm satisfied. I'm convinced.
Good.
You sure you're all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Go away.
You won't brood about it.
Well, I'm going to brood about Greg Dean, aren't I? Oh, yes. Go on. Bugger off. Now, here's one. Roger, a tax inspector from Ilford who can play God Save the Queen with his armpit.
No. It works exactly like This Is Your Life. We have his family on one side and his friends from the world of showbiz on the other. I told you, okay?
Hey, hold on. Did we get hold of Tim Faldo?
Nick Faldo. No, he's in Sweden.
Oh, that's a pity. I wanted to ask him about his family.
Esther, love, here, listen, get ready for this. Don't shout at me. Here's a drag. They want me to do 3 shows today. Yeah. Yes, Esther, I did. I shouted at them. I yelled. I gave them a thunderous rocket. I mean, you know what I'm like. You can imagine. But what can you do? They pay the wages, so I've got to do